Okay, we're starting on February's block. Again, using these fabrics, you need to decide what is going to be your background fabric and what is going to be the star. So I'm going to do the star out of this, and the background is going to be this. So I need, out of this, for your star, you need one 4.5-inch block and then two 5-inch blocks. And out of this, you need four 4.5-inch blocks, and you need two 5-inch blocks. In the end, this is going to go together much like the 9 patch. You ended up with four 5-inch blocks. These are going to become your half square triangles. So you put right sides together, and you want to mark a line down the middle from corner to corner. There's a few ways you can mark your line. I like to use, this is erasable pen. Using your ruler, just measure corner to corner and you draw a line. So this is a little hard to see. Can you see that at all? Let me do it on this so you can actually see. Now you can see that. So you are going to sew 1/4 inch away from that line on each side. And then we will cut this in half, and you will have two half square triangles. What you will end up with is 2 squares with 2 sets of stitching on either side of the middle line. So what you're going to do now is just cut down that middle line, and you'll have separate squares. Now we're going to press these open and then trim them down to 4.5 inches so they match the rest of the squares. Iron these seams to one side. Just pick a side, and I would do the same on every single one. So you're going to end up like this. This is what the front looks like, and then the back. You want to end up with 4 half square triangles. I have a ruler that is 4.5 inches. You don't have to have this. It just makes it easier. If you do have one of these rulers, it has this line down the middle of it. So you want to line up this line of your block with this line so your block is centered. This is your half square triangle. Alright, now it's time to start assembling your block. You take your middle square, and then you have your corner squares. So it's going to look like that. And then you take your half square triangles and you line them up with the middle square. So it's going to look like this. And then just like the 9 patch, you'll sew them in rows and then sew the rows together. Okay, we have our rows sewed together. So now we need to iron our seams. So what we're going to do is each row is going to go one way and then the other way so we can sandwich our seams because we want crisp corners. Okay, now that's all ironed. We're going to sew the rows together and make sure that your seams are sandwiched like that. Okay, February block is done, and I love it. Follow along for more quilt block of the month. Please post pictures of your blocks. I love seeing them.